Hi everyone, welcome back to Impact Pilates online workouts. My name is Amanda and I'm really excited to be back here with you today. For those of you that are new to the channel or new to my workouts, I'm coming at you 3 months postpartum. So again, I'm just really excited to be back here, and for today's workout, we're going to be using the long flex band. Today's workout is going to just consist of, to be honest, a lot of things that have been feeling good in my body within these past couple months of learning to rebuild some strength, bring a different sense of support to my body, being that I'm moving in different ways. So you'll notice a lot of chest expansion, a lot of upper body work, really opening up through the spine, as well as some hip mobility and pelvic support. Okay, so those are some themes that you'll see throughout today's workout. As always, I want you guys to go at your own pace, modify where you need to. I'll always throw out modifications as well as we come up to them. And I hope you guys just enjoy this workout with me. So we're going to start in a seated position. I want you to sit anywhere that is comfortable for you. So that can be back on your heels, on your bottom. I'm going to be sitting down with my legs crossed in front, but what I want you to do is make sure that you have more band off to one side. Okay, so if you're mirroring me, I have my band off to the right, so you would have your band off to the left, and I'm just going to start in a seated position here. Again, you can be in a chair, you can be on your heels, you can have your legs out in front, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to start with a few breaths, and what I want you to do is I want you to take your right hand and bring it across to your left rib cage. Take your left hand and bring it down to your pelvis. You can close your eyes if you want to here, just to really focus in on the breath. But I want you to maintain neutral, and as you breathe in, I want you to focus on directing that breath to that left side lung. So you feel the left rib cage expand, and then send the breath all the way down to the bottom hand, so all the way down to the pelvis. And then as you exhale, feel that bottom hand gently draw in as you feel the pelvic floor gently rise, and then feel that right hand gently soften in as you feel that rib cage wrap back in, bringing support to the spine. And again, we inhale, send the breath out and down. And then exhale, drawing back up, connecting through the pelvic floor, connecting through the transverse abdominis, your main support system through the torso. And again, we inhale, breathing out and down. And now exhale, drawing back up and wrapping in. Now you're going to grab the band with that left hand. Palm is facing in. You can keep that right hand around that rib cage. Now as you inhale, still sending the breath into that left side lung as you reach the arm overhead. And then exhale, then pull it back down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bringing it down. You'll notice that you feel that rib cage expand. You allow the shoulder to elevate, getting this nice stretch through the side body. In. And down. Now you notice as you keep breathing, as you inhale, you may allow or find that the body just wants to naturally side bend. And then as you exhale, when that rib cage closes in, you naturally move back to the side. We inhale, so you're not thinking of a side bend. It's the movement of the rib cage and the breath just directing the spine into this nice lateral stretch. Arm up, exhale down. 3 more. 3. Good. Down. 2 more. 2. Feeling a nice stretch with the breath. Last 1. And coming down. Now we're going to take that right hand, hold on to the end of the band. We're going to push that arm almost straight up overhead. And now take that left hand, push it out to the side. So it's like we're making the letter L. Now from here, we're going to inhale, we're bending that left elbow in. And exhale, pressing straight out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press out. We're doing 2 more to the side. In. Exhale, press. Again. In. Exhale, push. Now we're going to come up to a V. We inhale, bend. Exhale, press up to a V. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, pull down. Getting nice mobility through the shoulder joint. Inhale, down. Exhale, press, stay. Now from here, you're going to bend both elbows, bringing the band to the chest as we lift, extending the thoracic spine. And then press, connect the ribs, come back to that neutral. Then pull, extend. Good, press back to that neutral. This is 2. And lift, last one. Pull, good, and lift. Coming all the way down. We're going to switch this around to the other side. So let's just lift up, slide the band over. So now you have more band over on that right side if you're mirroring me. Left side if you're doing the same side. We're going to start with those 3 breaths again. Again, warming up that side body. So go ahead, take that left hand, bring it around to the right rib cage. Bring that right hand down to the pelvis. 3 regular breaths here. We inhale, directing the breath now into that right lung and sending it all the way down. Exhale for that gentle rise through the pelvic floor, that gentle wrap inwards with the ribs. Inhale, out and down. Exhale, draw back up. And soften in one more time. Inhale, out and down. Good, exhale, draw up. And wrap in, keeping that left hand around. Right hand is holding on to that band as we exhale now. We lift and pull down. I reverse the breath. I lied as an inhale to lift. In, filling up that side body. Exhale down. 2 more. Again, eyes can be closed. You can really focus on where you're directing that breath, really creating space through the side. In. Exhale down. Now again, you may notice that the side body just naturally rocks. And as you fill up, pushing the ribs to the side, exhale, pull down. Inhale, think of creating space, using the breath. Exhale down. Inhale. And back. Again. In. Coming down. Grabbing onto the end of the band now with that left hand. Right hand pushing straight out to the side. We have that L. Watch here that the rib cage is still stacked over the pelvis. There's a tendency to want to let that rib cage flare. And now we're just bending the elbow in. Exhale, push. I want you to think of creating this sense of width underneath the arm and across that mid-back. Collarbones are staying wide. Bend, push after this one, now going up to that V. We bend, press, high. In, push. Good, down, really stabilizing up with that opposite arm. In, going into the chest extension, we pull, lift, extend. Press back to neutral. It's just that slight extension. Make sure you're still on the sitting bone, supported by the bottom abdominals and obliques, and press back. 2 more. So I'm not dumping into my lower back. I'm focusing on that mid to upper back is where that extension is coming from. And again, pull, lift, and up. Bringing that band down, we're going to come to the side now. Sitting on the knees. We have that band out in front. You can also bring the knees slightly further apart. This might feel a little better in the hip joint and the knee joint. I want you to watch here that again, we have the rib cage stacked over the pelvis, shoulders over the hip, and now we're reaching that band just straight out in front of us. From here, as we exhale, we're gently now just pulling the band apart, feeling this connection through the mid-back. And then we inhale, release. Exhale, pulling apart. Inhale, release. Noticing that we have this sense of length all the way through the wrists. Exhale, pull. Now challenging that rib cage a little bit as we pull, we're lifting up overhead. And then release and lower. We pull apart. Good, lift overhead with again up, without flaring that rib cage. And then release and lower down. Pull apart, lift. Release, lower. We pull, lift. Now this is going to be your start. Now as we release and lower the arms, we're connecting through the glutes. We're pressing up. And you're going to take the band, press it into the thighs, getting a little tricep extension. And then release. Connect. Feel yourself opening through the hips. Push back. Release. Again, getting that mid-back connection. Open through the collarbones without losing that support through the front of the body. So glutes to help extend the hips. Lower abdominals, so those internal obliques, pelvic floor, helping to keep the lower back supported. 3 more here. Up 3. And release. Good, this is 2. And release. This is 1. Good, and release. Now just gently pull the band apart, bring the arms all the way back as far as you can stretch, just getting this nice stretch through the front of the shoulder. Nice. And then we're going to let the band go. We're going to come into a seated position now, facing the side. We're going to take the band, we're going to bring it behind the head, wrapping those elbows around. So think of your elbows almost following the line of the shoulders. And then from here, we're just going to scoop, roll the spine all the way down to the mat. Pull the heels in. And then elbows are still lifted. Pelvis and spine is in a nice neutral. From here, on that inhale, we're going to pull the right leg up to tabletop. And then exhale. Pull that left leg up to match. Take another breath in. And as we exhale now, we're going to fold and flex up the rib cage. Going into that ab prep. And then inhale, releasing back. Think of the band as a guide, almost helping keep the head and the cervical spine in a nice alignment. Staying heavy in the band so you can really just focus on the rib cage, drawing in and down. Inhale, release. Pelvis is staying nice and neutral. Release. I like to say, think of the pelvis quiet as that upper body is moving back. Feel again that gentle sinking and that gentle hug of the abdominal wall as you're curling up. We have 2 more here. 2. This time we're going to stay. Exhale, lift. Holding it here. Now that right leg, single leg extension. We reach. Pull in. Use that exhale to extend. Pull in. Exhale, start the breath. Connect, then move. There's always that option here as well to rock to that imprint if you feel like your lower back needs a little more support. Keeping that head heavy in the band, elbows wrapped in. We're still soft and wide through the collarbones, really focusing on those upper abdominals, those external obliques and rectus to maintain the flexion of the spine. Out. Pulling in, we have 2 more. 2. In, last, 1, and in. We're going to lower the right foot down, the left foot down. Take the band, bring it in front, gently grab behind the thighs, and let's roll the body all the way up here. From here, we're going to take the band, We're going to squeeze the legs together, and I want you to wrap the band underneath the thighs, come around, and then let's gently tie a little knot here, right on top of the legs. From here now, separate the legs so you're about hip width apart, so you have this little bit of resistance through the outer hip, and bring those arms behind you, so the shoulder is an extension. Now wrists can either be facing forward here, so fingers facing forward, or you can turn them out just a little bit. Nice and neutral through the spine. We're going to do a tricep press, so we inhale, bend at the elbows. It's going to be an exhale to push. Now we're doing a reverse shoulder bridge. We connect through the glutes, press up, and then fold and lower down. Again, bend, push, open through the front of the chest, connect the glutes, press lift, fold and lower. Again, bend, abdominal staying connected so the spine is maintaining its long neutral shape, and lower down. One more, we're going to stay up this time, bend and push. We press, lift. Now holding it here, we just lift the toes from the hip. We turn out, turn parallel. 2 more. Out, parallel. Pelvis stays steady, gaze is straight ahead. We fold and lower down. We're doing it 2 more times. Connect through the glutes, press up, out for 3, and in, out 2, in, 1, in, fold lower. 1 more time, you got it, pressing up, 3, in, this is 2, in, this is 1, in, fold lower down. Now from here, we're just going to rotate. So you're on your left hip. We're going to come down to the forearm. From here, I'm in a slight staggered mermaid position. The back leg, I'm going to lift so it's hip height, and I'm flexing at my ankle. Now from the hip, I'm rotating in. My knee comes to the mat, and I rotate back, my heel comes to the mat. Knee, heel. Again, knee, heel. I lower down, I push up. I'm just going to do a little rotation towards my legs, and then I'm coming right back. I lift, turn in, turn out, in, turn out. Again, in, good, out, lower down, push, little spiral, and coming back 1 more time. We lift, in, out, in, good, out. Staying drawn up through the side, come down, lift, rotate. Good. And coming back. We're going to swing the legs around. So we can repeat that on the other side. Finding that little mermaid position. Coming down into that forearm. Let's take that back leg, bring it up, turning in. Internally rotate, externally rotate. In, out, in, out, come down, lift, spiral, and back, lift, in, and out. This isn't going to be super big, especially because we have that resistance from the band. focus again on that stability through the pelvis, lifting through the side, down, rotate, and back. Last time. In, out, in, good, out, in, out, come down, push, rotate, and coming back. We're gonna untie the band now. So coming back up front, we're gonna untie. Now we're coming back to that left hip into that wide mermaid position again. But this time I'm going to be extended on my left elbow. I'm going to take the right hand, I'm going to do one flip. So I just wrapped the band once around my hand. And I'm bringing that arm straight in front. So now I have this long diagonal line. What's going to happen is I'm going to rotate towards my stabilizing hand, bringing that opposite hand down. Now as I open back up, I'm going to take that back hip, I'm going to externally rotate, and I'm going to slide that front leg straight. I'm going to press into my bottom hand and back foot. I'm going to lift, open the hips, let the band kind of guide me back. So I'm doing this nice stretch through the front of the body. And then I lower back down, bend that front knee, rotate back to the side. Spiral, rotate. Open externally, straighten, press, lift, and pull down. 2 more, spiral back, rotate. Open side, straighten, press, lift. Good, down. 1 more time, rotate, press, open, reach, lift, open through the front, and coming right back down. Coming in, we're going to swing that around to the other side. Just a nice stretch through the hips, through the front of the body. So we're extended now through that bottom elbow. Do 1 wrap of the wrist, and then bring that top arm straight. So again, we have that long diagonal, and I do have, again, resistance in that band. I now rotate towards that stabilizing hand for that spiral. As I open, externally rotate and straighten. Push. Let the band is going to come right in front of the face. Guide back. And come down. We spiral back, rotate. Everything opens, reach, push, lift, and lower. Turn in, rotate. Open, turn out, push straight, lift, extend, and lower down. Last time, turn in, rotate. Open straight, press, lift, and coming down. Nice. From here, we're going to come all the way up to a standing position. So we did some work right through the outer hip, should feel nice and mobile, nice and open through the front of the chest. We're going to now go into just a little bit of balance. So we're going to take the band. I'm going to have you so it's even on each side. You're going to step right in the middle. And then we're going to grab down, so we have a little bit of resistance. We're going to pull up and just place your hands just right on your hips. So you're nice and neutral here and vertical. You're going to bend now both knees. And I want you to think of pressing the feet down and apart, like you're trying to push apart a cement floor, okay? You have this slight hinge at the hips, but the spine is neutral. We're going to shift now to that right foot, lifting the left. Right here, finding that balance, We're pushing out now with the left. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push out. Watch that right knee stays open, almost pressing into that outer band, staying directed right over the toes. In. This is 3. 2 more. Push 2. In. Push 1. In. Step that foot down. Feel that little weight shift. Lifting up the left. I'm sorry, if you're mirroring me, it's the right. You're pushing out and in. Watching that left knee now. Push. Good. In. Push. Feeling that work through that outer hip. This is 3. In. Push 2. In. Push 1. In. Stepping that right foot down. We shift. We're going to alternate. Lift. Push out. In. Step. Shift. Push out. In. Step. Shift. Push out. In. Down. Push out. Good. Last 2. 2. And down. Shift 1. And down. Press all the way up, opening through the hips. Stepping off that band. Facing the side. Going back to the beginning. Band is in front of the chest. We gently pull it apart now. Lift up, bringing it all the way back. Opening up through the chest. And then we pull apart. As we bring it down, we're going to let the spine flex. Let the hips fold, let the knees bend. So then we push, stacking everything back up, feeling nice and supported through the hips, pelvis, spine, open through the front. Again, pull apart. Come down, let everything fold and flex. 2 more, push to lift. Moving a little quicker, open. Coming down, fold and flex. Last time, push up, open, extend. Coming forward, fold and flex, let the band drop. Let the body hang, let the head fall. And then begin to push through the feet and stack all the way back up. Bottom through to top. Take a moment, just notice how you feel. And exhale. Awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again here for another workout. And I hope that you meet me again on the mat soon. Thanks, everyone.